We are live, 36 holes in the book at Royal Troon. Wanted to get on here, talk about the leaderboard, how the first 36 has panned out, take a look at the odds board, talk about the shirt that I'm wearing. It's fucking sick. Shout out Melbourne Golf. And yeah, just talk, maybe add some live bets. We've been kind of crushing these 36 hole live bets the last few weeks. So let's keep it going. I'm gonna bring up the odds board, or not, sorry, not the odds board, the leaderboard, and talk through some things. Shane Lowry leads the top 7 under, followed by the accountant Daniel Brown. If you're new to Daniel Brown, just know that this guy can pop in at any second, and you're seeing it now. Like obviously he's coming in with negative form, like literally horrible form. And he's here for first round lead, and he's hanging around for the 36 hole final group. And I mean, if you didn't have Dan Brown 55-1 at the 2023 ISPS Handa, then like, what were you doing? Because that was just an obvious hit that we all had. So yeah, Danny B playing good. I want to look at his stats as well as Shane Lowry's stats. So I'm not really sure how to. Here we go. Strokes in. Pretty simple. So Danny B is driver putter the hell out of this, and that's going to work. Like that is going to work. You need to be playing out of the fairway. Like the fact that he's leading the field off the tee in this field is just truly so impressive. So shouts to Danny B. First in putting is going to definitely dwindle down a tad, but I mean, this is a very impressive stat profile. Whereas Shane, let's see what Shane is doing. Shane is first on approach, getting almost 7 on approach. Wow. Second in putting. That is a recipe for birdies for sure. And he's 44th off the tee. Obviously, those few loose drives got him in trouble, but both of them have pretty solid stat profiles. Both of their putters will regress. And that leaves Justin Rose, Billy Horschel, next group out. I think this is a group. It just feels like, just from being a ball knower, that this group will kind of be stuck in neutral the whole time on the weekend, or specifically tomorrow. Just feels like it. Now neither of them have been in this spot really in a long time, and they're guys who get there a lot, and then once they get there, they're not the prolific winners. I know they're both past their primes, but I mean, Godspeed to them. They got here. Dean and Scotty. This is a fun group. Dean has been having an amazing year. Shout out Live Miami, 30-1. Not a big deal. Dean is probably crushing it off the tee and probably crushing putting, but I want to look at his strokes gained. No, he's actually not. He's really doing it with the approach and the around the green. Interesting stat profile. I mean, you see how all these guys that I've pulled up stat profile are doing it in a complete way. They're gaining in all 4 categories. I spoke earlier how I think this is going to be one of the most complete tests of a golf course we've seen all year. And Dean's not doing it the way I thought he would be doing it, but he's gaining in all 4 categories. Scotty, let's see Scotty. I'm definitely interested to see what Scotty is doing. Strokes gained. Scotty is well-rounded as well. He's doing it with the irons and mainly with the irons, but gaining across the board. If Scotty starts putting it a little bit better, I think round 1 was a tough putting day for Scotty. Then round 2, he picked it up. Obviously shot to 70. I think if he just picks it up a little bit on the greens, he will be fine. I still think he should be the live favorite, even though he is 5 strokes back. Talk a little bit about how far is 2 back. I think like +2 and +3 is truthfully live, and that's because of the weather. Tomorrow is going to be not as insane. I mean, not nearly as insane as today was. And there, like from being there for 4 days, you can get this front 9 when the wind switches. When the wind switches, which I'm assuming it's going to tomorrow, the wind will be playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 won't be. 9 will be playing downwind, where the back will be playing into. I'm not even joking. We can see a 29 on the front 9. Okay, I'm telling you right now. If this front 9 is playing downwind, iron off the tee on 1, iron off the tee on 2, iron off the tee on 3, driver on 4, 5's a par 5, driver on 6, then 7. Truthfully, we see all like Bryson and a few guys drive at 400 yards on 18. If you want to take driver out on 7 and make it into a drivable par 4, it could be done. But more times than not, it's going to be iron off of 7. 8 is a 120-yard hole, and then 9 is an iron. You don't want to be past those bunkers on 9, especially when it's downwind. So that leaves 2 drivers on the front 9 if it's playing downwind, and you're going to have mid irons in to wedges in. You can get the front 9. But when it switches, the back nine is going to be a joke. Truthfully, that back nine into the wind is the hardest 9 holes of golf I've ever seen, from going to golf tournaments, covering golf for X amount of years. And it's insane. Like, I talked to Willie Wilcox on 11. So it's wind projecting from the south tomorrow. I did see that, but I also saw that it was the other way at some points today, and it didn't really switch. But also, predicting the wind in the west coast of Scotland is like trying to hit a 35 leg parlay. It's virtually unpredictable, which is why I didn't want to make too much of the wave splits. I know the PM today got boned, but I didn't want to make too much of it because it could switch at any time. And it's been fairly accurate right this week. But that time when the wind is down for the first 9 holes, just believe it's going to. So once it comes from the north, it's going to be easy on the front 9. So which I really hope it does, because I want to see that back 9 playing into the wind. Like, I talked to Willie, and even if it's not into the back 9, even if it's a little bit more across, into and across, 11, he hit driver 3-wood and still didn't get there. Just a joke of a hole, and the fairway was like 20 yards wide. Like, guys will make legitimate 10s on hole 11 tomorrow or Sunday if that's the case. But either way, if the wind doesn't switch, I would think maybe even par or +1 is still live. But if the wind switches, I think +2, +3 is live, just because even when the scoring gets easy, you could still make a 9 with one bad swing. Like, if you get stuck in a bush, you're just boned. So let's look at the leaderboard a little bit longer, then take a look at some of the odds. Corey and Jason Day. I want to see what Jason Day is doing, because he's coming in horrific form, and he's an open merchant. It's got to be so much around the green. What, he's losing around the green? This has to be his best approach round. Timeout. So Jason Day right now is gaining strokes on approach. He's gaining 5.72 strokes on approach. Listen to this. Jason Day is gaining 5.72 strokes on approach. The last time he's gained strokes on approach, bear with me while I pull up the stat. This is going to be insane, because sometimes I like to look at this stuff for the first time to get a raw reaction and see where my mind goes, in a betting mind, see where like it just takes me. So Jason Day, gaining 5 strokes on approach in 2 rounds. He has not gained strokes on approach, gain a full stroke on approach, since February. That's one of 2 things. He's an open specialist, and he's found something, because he finished runner-up last year. 100-1, not a big deal. Or these stats are a little bit flawed. So it's one of 2 things. So, okay, Jason Day. I wore this on Tuesday. Such a sick windbreaker. Let's go down the leaderboard a little bit. I really like the Xander and Pat duo, especially if it's not crazily windy. I think one of them will make a legitimate run at it, truthfully. So in this first, that's everyone -1. Corey Connors, he's playing good. He's proven me wrong, but he's kind of the only person I've been wrong about. I kind of gave him a harsh critic going into the week. I didn't think it was going to be a good week for him, but we will see how he performs in the afternoon. So, I mean, what Joaquin Niemann did today in the back 9 was special. 31 coming in some obviously insane wins. Made an 8 on hole 8, which is a par 3, sorry. Like, truthfully insane. He's gaining in every single category. And when I was watching Joaquin on Tuesday, he was hitting, I mean, if you know golf, you know Joaquin Niemann. He hits these low, very piercing drivers and piercing iron shots. He could hit every single trage. He hit I would say 25 feet off the air, bullet slice down 13 that went, I would maybe 310, where no one was getting it past 280. One of the best drives I've ever seen in my life. So, and that showed today. Like, although he did his best work into the wind and he got fucked on one par 3, he made 2 birdies in his first 3 holes into the wind. This is normal for Joaquin. Like, he's used to these windy conditions. He hits it low. It's normal. So Joaquin Niemann right now, see his odds. To finish inside the top 10 is +150. That's hard to not like. He's currently just a few strokes outside of the top 10. He's one stroke outside of the top 10. I like that. Waco top 10 plus 150. And I also like Emiliano Grillo, top 20 plus 300. I tweeted it out earlier or gave it out in the Discord earlier. For a top 20, he's plus 450. Now, Emiliano is doing it again. Listen, he finished T6 at the Open last year. He finished T12 at the Open the last time it was at Troon. And he played really well at Kiwa for the 2021 PGA. Like you get Emiliano by some water and wind. He figures it out. And he's been coming into this event really playing well, stroke gain approach, really hitting his irons well, and it's showing. It's paying dividends here. So I like Emiliano, top 20 at plus 380. Shout out Sam B. That's some fight. That's really some fight. We have him top 40 at plus money, so hopefully he holds. Nikolai, I wanted to look at Nikolai's profile because he shot 4 over today, which was like a fine round, and I still think this number is live. If it plays the way it can. He's gaining in every category but putting. If he can get a little bit hot on the putting greens, I think Nikolai can make a run because he's just such a stud. 69, he made 4 birdies and 4 bogeys today. Yeah, Adrian Meronk out of nowhere with a great +1 round today. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think my pick to win this golf tournament, hot take, Scotty Scheffler. He was my pick on Monday morning when I saw the golf course. I just didn't think anyone could beat Scotty Scheffler over 4 rounds on this course. And obviously, he's right in the mix yet again. He's 5 strokes back, but you can make a 9 just as easily as you can make a birdie on this golf course. So, my plays going into the weekend, Emiliano Grillo, top 20, Joaquin Niemann, top 10, but we have a bunch out there. You guys know where to find all the action at Jersey Betting. And there's a ton more ways, vincerix.com. If you're a subscriber to one of them, don't be a subscriber to the other. If you subscribe to Vincerix, I would say subscribe to Vincerix. You get all the really good content. But if you want the Jersey Betting stuff and you don't want to pay for it, let me know that you're a Vincerix subscriber, and I'll just shoot you over a DM because I do a lot of live ads and live props. Like today, Scotty Scheffler under 71.5, minus 135. I had to nuke that. So we've been doing good. We've been doing good, especially with I'm giving away a lot of live props like Denny McCarthy, Ben Griffin, top 10 at plus 300 and plus 180 2 weeks ago. Ludwig top 10 last week. We have been cooking. It's been paying the bills. It's been letting me travel to Scotland. So I appreciate you guys listening. My pick to win, like I said, is Scotty Scheffler, Joaquin top 10, and Grillo top 20. Hopefully Xander or Pat makes a run. Xander was my pick from the top of the board this week. So gun to heart, Scotty. Hopefully Xander. Waco top 10. Grillo top 20. Catch you guys tomorrow afternoon. Oh, also, I will be on Sirius XM tomorrow at 9:42 a.m. and Sports Grid channel 159 in Sirius and Sports Grid Fast TV channel filling in for Smiley. So big for me. Definitely big for me. I've done this for a long time, just by myself grinding, and slowly starting to pay dividends. This is my trying to make a career out of this. So I appreciate, I know it's only a few of you listening, but really do appreciate. So shoot me a DM with any questions, and let's hope to cash tomorrow, cash Sunday. Barracuda show though, after the Smiley show. So we got content never dies. Talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.